John is an original Save the Mars team member, has once again worked tirelessly on this project. John is an engineer. He's also an oceanographer. And he was a standout during our critical phase of drawing dewatering the aircraft on the Coast Guard base, where he made many new friends, I understand. John has been critical as a critical member of this team. And John, really, it was largely through your efforts that it has become a success. So on behalf of the museum, I'd like to present you with this original certificate of appreciation, suitable for framing, sir.
Thank you, Steve. Well, thank you very much. One of the things that was in our contract with Coulson Aviation was that we were to provide a buoy by the Coast Guard station there so that they could taxi in. And up till the last working day before the arrival, I did not have a buoy in the water. And I was rather concerned because Peter Killen, the pilot, was wanting to know where he was going to taxi to. And I said, don't worry, I'll get a buoy in there. And I used my military style, unless otherwise directed, I intend to drop a buoy at such and such lat long. And then I didn't hear anything back. So the buoy went in. The one thing that I'll say, as Bob mentioned, it was such an event here along West Saanich Road. But I was fortunate enough to get to coordinate things both from the water space point of view and airspace point of view up in the 443 helicopter. Fortunately, 443 looked after me. I have a little tie to the organization. And what happened is when we lifted off, I saw the cars all the way up and down Mills Road and Willingdon Road and West Saanich Road. And I thought to myself, early discussions as the ops guy, I had talked to the RCMP and I said, well, I don't think we need to provide any traffic management. I realized there was a few vehicles out there. But anyway, one of the things that I had never done before was coordinate water space. Now, I'm an airspace guy. I gave a lot of orders for airspace control and stuff like that. So I thought, well, we got to have a clear spot. And I had seen the video coming out of Sprout Lake, where every time the aircraft taxied around or tried to take off or tried to land, there were boats everywhere. And the interest that we had in the local community was hundreds and hundreds of boaters were going to come out and wanted to witness the landing. So I created a water space management plan, and with the support, as Steve mentioned earlier, of RCM, SAR, RCMP, Coast Guard. I mean, I had 11 boats out there. 7 of them had flashing blue lights, and we decided to set a coordinate up. I had no idea whether this was going to work. I issued the notice to mariners, but most mariners don't read notice to mariners. And we lifted off, and I looked, and it was an absolute perfect square out there. And then when the Mars formed up with the snowbirds coming over Crofton, I realized that the actual water space plan would work. So it was one of those things where you get a chance to do something like this. The people, as we were landing in the aircraft, there were just people everywhere, and they were so supportive. Every single person that I spoke to was so positive of what all the people did, and it was a real team effort, as Bob mentioned. So thank you very much.
Thank you.